2023, Keller Williams turns 40. And sometimes midlife crisis is a good thing. Now, we aren't going to run out and buy a flashy sports car or a boat or some other toy. And we aren't suddenly going to grow a mustache because we've already got one. But it is time for something big because that's what we do. It's time to tell the world who we really are and why we were called to this. T.S. Eliot said, "We shall not cease from exploration, and the end of all our exploring will be to arrive where we started and know the place for the first time." We started as a small real estate company with a mission to become so trusted by our clients that we can become their realtor for life. But of course, Gary Keller taught us that to be realtors for life, we had to be more than realtors. We're coaches, therapists, mentors, mind readers, and magicians. We're digital hunters with human touch. Wheelers and dealers who only use our powers for good. We are advocates and shoulders to cry on, friends to lean on, and confidants to trust. Together, we are the keys and the doors to new futures. This is the most important time in our lives, as a company, and simply as people. Your clients are feeling that same thing when they come to you. Their first homes, their final homes, newly married, newly divorced, empty nesters or more on the way. These are the most joyous, terrifying, and hopeful times of all our lives. Because your clients are jumping off cliffs and trusting you to build wings on the way down. We get to feel the thrill of that connection every day, if we do our jobs right. And if we do our jobs right, they aren't jobs at all. It is indeed a calling to build careers worth having, businesses worth owning, and lives worth living. To be entrepreneurs. For 40 years, we at Keller Williams have deeply believed that entrepreneurship is the miracle of America. That in America, if you can dream it, you can build it. We're privileged to be in the business of buying and selling the most important and life-changing dream. The dream of owning a home of your own. It's not just an American dream, it's a dream shared around the world. At Keller Williams, we want to continue to earn the right to be the home of the dreamers, the doers, the entrepreneurs, the hundreds of thousands of you who have dreamed and built your own business, and in the process, built ours. We all know everything changes, but we will always champion you, the entrepreneurs who are powered by purpose, by energy and passion, teamwork, trust, and technology, integrity and culture, and trained in the rules of how we would do it, but who also have the confidence to bend the rules in ways Gary never dreamed of, but hoped you would. You see, we aren't here to teach you our past, or to try and predict your future. We're here to help you create the future. We are reigniting a culture of celebrating entrepreneurial visionaries. Because real leaders don't create followers. We create more leaders. We are teaching rebellion and inspiring invention. Your mavericks and world changers. And your relentless creativity, fueled by the competitive drive inside every one of you, will make the real estate models of today look quaint by the time you're finished. Everything we ever did was a risk. We started as a little underdog company and grew to be the largest real estate company in the world. You know what underdogs do when they get big? They look for bigger fights. Look for those fights. We want you to out-Gary Gary. Take risks, take heart, take action. All these things that you are for your clients, the coach, the therapist, and the key to a new future, we will redevote ourselves to being for you. There's a reason we want your name larger than ours on signs. When you look at your clients and think to yourself, it's not about me, it's about them. Well, it's not about us. It's about you. This is the most important time in our lives. You're living in a home built for entrepreneurs to thrive. And true entrepreneurs don't have to wait for doors to open for them. After all, we have our own lockboxes. Welcome home.
What do you think? I think it captures all the highlights.
Well done.
Yeah, right.
The guts
When
are
the,
killing
when,
me.
when the sound surrounds you, it gets even a little more elevated. So we'll try, I would use it, send it out use it for social media, and listing appointments. I think it's a great little tool to send out to your clients to kind of just give you some support of who you're in business with. All right, tell me something good, guys. I'm sorry.
That would be great for agent recruits as well.
Absolutely a great recruiting piece, Sam.
And I love that we don't have to wait for doors to open. We have our own lock boxes. That is an awesome line.
Yeah, and that was John in the beginning, Gary's son talking. It's so, those early pictures of Gary, you have to realize he's probably in his late 20s, early 30s. He looks like he's in his 40s, 50s, right? With that little mustache. But
he's our age.
I couldn't believe, I could, now Gary, I think is in like 65 or so. But at the time where those photos of him and Mr. Williams were taken, he had to be in his mid to late 20s, early 30s at the most. Funny. Anyway, tell me something good. What's going on with you guys?
2 weeks
August
till
is
I'm a
over.
grandma. 2 weeks till I'm a grandma.
You are a grandma?
2 weeks, 2 more
2
weeks.
weeks. Oh.
Actually, it could be any day. It could be
All
any
right.
day.
Yay.
And my son's wife is also pregnant.
When it rains, it pours. Congratulations, Michelle.
So it's going to be a busy year.
Yeah. Oh, that's so exciting. So exciting. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I look forward to it someday.
Yes.
Exactly.
When there will be pictures available, when the baby's born, I will be very open to sharing.
Oh yeah, I bet. We have I have a new nephew that I got that little taste again of an infant, and it was very exciting.
Yeah, I've had people tell me that grandchildren are better than children, so I'm going to be able to tell you very soon.
You get to go home, right?
Right.
That's the principle. Right. Okay. What else? Anybody else tell me something good? No. Well, I'm hoping something good happened for you this week, even though you're not sharing. But
I am having 2 closings this week.
well,
That's nice.
that's a twofer.
It's a twofer.
2
A
grandchildren
twos.
and 2 closings. Excellent.
Yeah. So one's closing today or tomorrow, and the other one Friday.
Congratulations. And you were away for part of the transaction too, right?
Yes, and I had an amazing partner in crime who helped me while I was gone, Chris Brotman. If he's on, thank you again.
Oh, Chris is the best.
Yeah, he was at all the inspections for me, and we had some interesting things pop up. So it was amazing that and it's all because I went to the picnic. And I was going to go out of town a few days later, and he says, hey, if you need help while you're gone, let me know. Because he helped me last summer. And I have this thing where apparently if I go away for a vacation in the summer,
Yep.
I have escrows going on. So I have to
Leverage. So important. Make those
Yeah.
relationships. It's so important to be a part of this community so that you can have leverage and be leveraged, right?
Yeah, and he was awesome. So.
Great job. Thank you, Chris. Anyone else before I move on? Okay. All right, Atati, let's get this party started. Happenings this week. Welcome back to the office starting in September, which is next week. Our weekly team meetings will be held in the office. You'll have the option of joining virtually, but please, I want to see you all in here. Wear a mask, do whatever you feel comfortable, 6 feet, stand in the back. But would love to see all of you in person. Try to there's no replacement for that. You know, like Michelle just stated, you know, she came to our diversity picnic and it was, you know, it was outside, held responsibly, so on and so forth. But she was able to have a nuanced conversation with Chris that that afforded her leverage, right? So
Yeah.
important
Oh,
shit.
did you guys notice that the newest booster was approved by the FDA?
Yep.
That includes
Omicron
Omicron. So we're waiting. I waited to get number 4 until this one was approved. So I'm waiting for them to say we can come get it now.
I was going to Europe, so I jumped in and got it already. But I'm up for it. Bring it. All right. Thank you, Michelle. All right. So that's next week. Team meeting in the office. Out of office Monday, September 5th. The office will be closed because it is Labor Day. That's a long weekend coming up this week. Do something fun for you guys. Please treat yourself. Also, profit share virtual. It's a little early. I pushed these guys to put this in here, but Gary's going to be doing a virtual summit on profit share for 2022, and that's October 6th, the beginning of and it's a month away. And we'll keep showing you this. It's a whole day, but it's free to register for the watch party, and put it in your calendars now, right? Register and put it in your calendars. You don't have to think about it until then. The morning show, nothing like it. It's a barn burner. We love it. It never disappoints. Never ever disappoints. Coming in
Always. Great
Right?
conversation. Always.
Yeah. There's always something to talk about. 9 to 9:30 every day. Come and be inspired, motivated. Lorna has some warm hugs for everybody. The whole 9 yards. Problem solving. Right, Tracy? You leave all the hugging up to her.
Lorna
Gives
gives the
out all the
best
good
hugs.
advice.
She gives the
Mwah.
best hugs. I love them.
I love
Listen,
yours.
I will say though that, you know, Michelle and Chris got together at the diversity picnic and were able to help each other. And we do that on the morning show too. So come and be part of this group where we share ideas and talk and help each other.
Agreed. Agreed. There's leverage to be had for all, for sure. All right, what else you got there? What's next, Tati? Christie's Words That Work, Power Hour, and then of course the Ignite classes starting up September 1st, which is tomorrow, right? And then every day from 10 to 11:30. Till the end of the month, right? Yeah. Jump in there. Tech Mastermind for marketing. That's tomorrow. Print marketing, create flyers and listing presentations in command. Monday or no, that's oh, I guess that's today. Website 101 is tomorrow. No classes on Monday. Command overview, and then smart plans on Wednesday. Gotcha. All right, we're gonna start our. Oh no, these are fall masterminds are back better than ever. It's going to be, where is that? Oh, in Boston. Huh. All right. The fall masterminds are the 10. Where do we have September, right? October 2nd.
2nd through 4th.
2nd through 4th. Okay.
I'm signed
That
up, I'm
is
going.
in Boston. You going, David?
I said I'm signed up, I'm going. I wanted to go to the luxury thing, but the tickets are too much in my opinion, so I'm going to Masterminds.
Mastermind instead. Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Next we have the right. All right. I'm going to, since this is such small type here, Paulo, why don't you talk about the calendar?
Sure. Yeah, the September calendar is coming up. I'll be sending a MailChimp with the link to it. And again, this calendar includes the links to all of the Zoom meetings and Zoom classes. So if you ever need to find the link to something, just refer to the education calendar. I'll add it on the Google Drive as well. And yeah, that's pretty
So
much it.
Paula, can you download this to your desktop and then just open it and click through?
Yeah, you can
that will-
definitely download it to your desktop and have it, somewhere in your computer for quick reference. But if there is an update that gets made to the calendar, just make sure that you refer back to the Google Drive, because the Google Drive does update the document. When you save the document, it just saves the previous version for it. It won't update if you save it on your desktop. So just keep an eye out on it. We have a couple classes in here already, but there will be more additions to it. So just
What are some highlights?
highlights. Well, we have Peter Haven is teaching a class next month. We brought back Escrow 101 for the new agents to get to know a little bit more about the process of escrow and how that works. And then we also have an MLS tips and tricks class happening at the office next month. So that would be a great one for anybody that it's, looking to expand their knowledge with the MLS. But there is more to come.
So, yeah, we're going to have the tiered masterminds in starting up this month too, right? Great.
Yes.
All right. Thank you, Paula. Okay. What do we got? Core services. Number 1, Andy. How you doing today, Andy?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Right. I made it through Monday and Tuesday.
Yeah. It's going to be a scorcher today.
Yeah. Not in here yet, but so I heard.
Yeah. I just wanted to remind everybody, I believe there's an Eventbrite link that went out to sign up. I am doing a HomeBot demo next Tuesday at 10:30 a.m. The Zoom link is in the Eventbrite, and professional rep gentleman from HomeBot is actually going to do the demo, walk through what it does, benefits, all that good stuff. So hopefully I see a lot of you on there.
Lorna and Tracy, who's using it already?
Lorna and Tracy are
Using
using
it.
Yeah.
Tracy and I are using it and we love it. It's a great ongoing touch to our database.
Sam, you had a question?
Could you just, give us like a quick
What is it?
insight as to what it is?
Yeah, absolutely. So it is a financial literacy tool that goes out, you upload your database, basically. It can be new buyers, it can be existing homeowners, people that you've helped purchase homes. Anyway, you upload their information, your database. Everybody gets if you're a homeowner, you get a monthly home report. And it gives the opportunity to make adjustments if you've made improvements to your property, whatever. It gives a rough idea of value. Now, like anything out there, Zillow, Redfin, anything, it's not foolproof. It's not 100% accurate. There are ways that people can make adjustments if, they've added a bathroom or they've upgraded their kitchen or whatever the case is. They can modify it. In addition to that, it's so you've got real-time sales on there for one, and it gives you a rough estimate of your property. There's also tools to help homeowners calculate, are you going to apply an extra $200 a month to your mortgage? What does that look like in the long term and paying off your loan? There's also a short-term rental tool towards the bottom of the same home report that somebody receives on a monthly basis. If somebody's kicking around the idea of maybe leaving for the summer and short-term renting their property, there's lots of different tools on there. In addition to that, if you're talking about buyers, for instance, if you upload your buyer database, There are, depending on the plan that you opt for, there are tools. So you get notified as buyers are looking, as they're going into Zillow, for instance, your little HomeBot icon would pop in. And it's a great way to interact. We get notifications if somebody's interested in what they can do with their equity of their property. We get notifications if somebody's like, I want a CMA, I want to know what my property's worth, I might be interested in selling. I recently had a past client that received his home report and he's like, I love these things, it's awesome. I'm looking at buying an investment property in the next like 3 to 6 months. I'll circle back. I love this report. So it's all about engagement. Again, it's not, 100% accurate, but it's a way, there's a lot of different tools on the HomeBot site. And once they get this report, that they can plug in and they can adjust specifically to their circumstances.
But it's also not a gaming tool like the Zestimate, right? I mean, it's meant to be a serious tool. It's just, it can't say that it's 100% accurate, right? It's giving you, it's giving you a more accurate, it's a more accurate tool than the Zestimate, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, more nuanced.
So hopefully I see a bunch of you there, September 6th, 10:30 a.m.
Is there, Paula, is there an invite that went out? Evite?
There is, I believe it's on Eventbrite, and I think we send a MailChimp for it, but I can send another one.
Make sure it's in our daily and we pump it up. It's a great tool for people to use. If you're going to use it, if you're not going to use it, don't waste your time, right? But it's a great tool for those who will use it. Great touch for your clients. Great way for you to maintain value and keep yourself in front of them. Consistently. That's the idea.
Yeah, definitely. And then just really quick on rates. The Fed has really boxed themselves into a corner. They're fighting this inflation situation, and the next Fed meeting and next rate hike is September 21st. It's going to be anywhere from 0.5% to 0.75%. I think the Cleveland Fed president made a statement yesterday saying that they're anticipating the Fed fund rate to go to at least 4%. It's currently at 2.5%. So that gives you an indicator of how much more room there is for rate hikes. So just keep your eye on that. I know I mentioned the week before last, in these weeks that we're in now and in the short term, we've got a lot of volatility. Rates have ticked back up. We saw a little bit of a break a couple weeks ago. They're back up. It's, depending on which direction the wind blows and what the Fed says, rates are kind of all over the place. But keep an eye out. September 21st, as I've mentioned before, as inflation gets under control and as we see inflation numbers from last year measured to this year in real time, we should see some relief in interest rates.
Excellent. Thank you, Andy.
Yeah.
For those encouraging words and those tools. All right, next we have, is Raha on?
Hello.
Hi, Miss Raha. How are you today?
Hi. Hi, everyone. We've spoken about this before, but I just wanted to bring it up again as I've seen it happen. During the counter process, please do not mention any attached inspection reports or seller disclosures. If there are any inspection reports or disclosures mentioned in the counters, the lender will request to see these, and that could cause concerns with the lending process, could cause delays. The better approach to these shared disclosures and reports is to attach a receipt for reports, which is a CAR form where buyer signs off on receiving everything. That will then be between the seller and the buyer and not sent to the lender. So please make sure that you don't mention it in the RPAs or counters and just use the receipt for reports when sharing.
Can you mention in the counter buyer acknowledges receipt for reports?
No.
No, don't say anything in it. All right.
Then they will request to see that receipt for report.
Okay. No,
You
No.
could just, it would just be something separate where you can say when you send out the counter that they send back a signed receipt for reports
right.
so that you know the buyer has signed off on receiving everything, and then they have made their decision on what kind of offer they want to make based on what
And
they
this is
see.
when there are reports before the before you enter into
Yeah, anything they want to share, sometimes, and I always
do that.
preach about having everything ready up front as soon as you get the listing agreement, just to get all the disclosures, order the city reports if it's applicable, any preliminary title report, natural hazard disclosure report, get all of that as you get your listing agreement signed. You could get, if you have an escrow company in mind, they could prep all that for you. So it's important to get those, and those are usually the ones that are shared when agents are really well prepared, I must say. But then, it could come, it could be mentioned on the counter, and then it could be a little, a fire you need to put out. Well, you don't have to if you have the receipt for reports instead.
Agreed. Thank you for that little
Any
tidbit,
questions?
Raha.
Of course.
You have a
Any
great day.
questions? Let me know. You too.
All right. Next is Ben.
Hey,
buddy.
hey Joey. Hey,
Hey.
guys. I just wanted to mention real quick, thank you guys for whoever joined the call yesterday for the Social Farming 3. We had some great discussions and some great feedback, so appreciate that. And just one thing I want to bring up that's been kind of on the radar for us title companies recently is solar. Now, whenever you guys go out and look at a property, or even more so, on the listing side, if there's solar, try to figure out if one is either leased or if it's purchased and or there's a loan on it. Because just like a car lease, it's really difficult to sometimes transfer the lease over to the other party, and that can hold up closing sometimes. So just keep that in mind. With the whole 2012, I think that's when solar kind of started. And now with the new IRA that was signed by Biden recently, solar is going to take back off again, I think, and it's going to be an issue that people need to deal with, because the salesmen are going to be out in full force for that kind of stuff. So anyway, we have, and then one thing that we do have, our property profiles will pull up solar contracts, or what, not contracts, but they call it the UCC, the financial statements for it. And also we have aerial photos of the properties as well. So, it will identify that it does have solar. And from there, we'll need your help as a listing agent to help us figure out if it's leased or purchased via just a confirmation. But just, we don't want to have any issues down the line. So the sooner the better we get this done. And that's why getting a prelim is always important. And we're here to help.
Yep, perfect. Yeah, some people buy out their solar; they pay for it up front. Some people leverage it in different kind of plans. There's PACE plans that are attached to their
taxes,
homeowners tax, right? Their property tax, and that could be kind of weird because all of that travels to the new buyer, right? The new buyer assumes the obligation. With the PACE loans, I don't know that it's much. It's a little easier, from my understanding, transferring than it is from a private company finance situation. They have to check out the new buyer, and they have to verify that the new buyer fits their criteria for credit. So it gets a little shaky. The sooner you can get on that, the better. And so as a selling agent, please be aware of the different machinations of the solar relationship, or the seller's relationship to their solar system. And as a buyer, know that is something to be contended with, and that you're going to be assuming responsibility in some cases, right? In some cases, they're just bought out. I wish.
Hey, Joey, can I mention something? That it could be really tricky for those people that don't know. Like, it could actually really mess up your escrow, or it could even kill the sale. So just make sure your buyer is able to take it over if it is a lease, because some people come in by the skin of their teeth, and like something, if it has a huge loan on it, it could kill it. So really be aware of it. There's ways, I think, that the sale, you can maybe pay off the lease at closing. So that's the best route.
Yeah.
That's probably the best route for people who have first-time buyers who are not, really flush. So anyway, I encountered that. So I'm just sharing what happened.
Exactly, Tracy. And I mean, there's just ways to work it if you're on the buy side or even on the listing side, right? If you pay off the solar, you take that cost, you add it to your listing price and kind of try to get it back from there and add value in that way. So there's ways to be creative, but again, the idea here is to just be cognizant of what's really happening and be able to, be ahead of it, because last thing you need is a 13th, 11th hour, stop where it's like, what do we do? You know what I mean? So that's where we have to be diligent about it.
Yeah, you want to give yourself the time and space to be creative, right? If you're learning about it, 3 days before close, that's limits the solutions, right? Limits the solutions. So the sooner the better. Sellers agents, seller representatives, definitely, you're listing a property. It should be part of the conversation, and buyers, agents, get on that, address that as quickly as possible. Ask the questions, get in there, mix it up.
Hey, Joey, can I make a quick suggestion? It's
course.
also, I think, anymore in this climate too, when it's becoming more advantageous for the buyer, you just negotiate it up front and say, can the seller pay it off, as part of your, your negotiation.
Sure. Yeah. No, it's, the more you know, right? The more you know. Thanks, Alex. Okay. Thanks, man. You have a good day.
You too.
David,
stay cool, guys.
David, I think David's on today. He was on earlier. How you doing, David?
No, I am. Sorry, I had to jump off, but I'm back on.
It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, going back to those solars, some of those companies are real quick. A lot of them take a long time. So just be aware of that.
Yeah.
Also, I wanted to know if any of the agents wanted a class on really, really ugly preliminary reports and how we clean those up. When I say really ugly, I'm talking about
that sounds like
mechanics liens and IRS judgments and franchise tax judgments and deeds that have been paid off 40 years ago and never reconveyed, et cetera, et cetera. Just let me know. More than happy to.
Yeah, that's high level. That's high level stuff. Is that something you guys would be interested in? Yeah, Flint sounds like
sure.
Yeah, Dragon.
Absolutely.
All right. Yeah, that's a thumbs up, David. Let's
okay.
You and
I'll get that scheduled with Paula.
Oh, yeah, perfect. Thank you, sir. You have a good day. Thank you for dropping in. All right. What's I think we get next to the HomeBot demo link is in there. Mary Kay, I don't know if Mary's on today, but we will send her some love in the interim. Let's get to properties and such. Yeah, David was on. All right, birthdays, is that where we start? Meet our new agents. Quentin's on there, Olga's on here. You guys say hi. Noe and Robert Rad and Beatrice is maybe on also. But Quentin and Olga, welcome to our little family here. All right.
Hello, everyone. Nice to meet all of you. I'm excited to be here.
All right, we're gonna get a visual on you too next time, right?
Are you right here? We can do it right here.
Yeah, oh, there you go. Here,
everyone.
Everybody say hi to Quentin. And I thought I saw Olga on there.
Hey, Quentin.
Hi, how's it going? Nice to meet you.
All right. Okay, let's see some birthdays. Andre. Crystal, and Dahlia tomorrow. Andre and Crystal are today, and Dahlia's tomorrow. Christina, Incher, and Jim Cohn all have birthdays this week. All right, some closings. That's a nice density of closings. Let's see, Sabine and Christina closed a few. Roseanne Alton closed two. Heidi Davis a few. Alex DeYonk. Alex, congratulations. I see you on there. Paul Yu and his son Alan closed one on Berenda. Tiffany Chin and Tiffany Park, the Tiffanys, both closed one this week. Congratulations, good week in real estate. Congratulations on new escrows, Bates Hennington on Hilltop, Charlotte Blake on Palisade, Kimberly Park on Providencia. Alex, you have a new one on Calvert. Michelle Mena, congratulations on Hespe. Christina Kim and Eileen on Woodley, and Laura Anderson on David. Great, guys, getting into new escrows. Closed leases, Chloe and Gabriel and Stella Meyer and Esther Kim and Eileen Lanza. Also Serge Tran, Matthew Lavi, David Hitz, Marianne Simon, and April Bella, all closed leases this week. Good job, guys. New listings in the single family. David Hitt, are you on there, David? You want to talk about Camarillo? Thought I saw him on there earlier.
Yes, I'm here. I do want to talk about it. Thank you. It's a 2-bedroom, 2.5 bath unit in the NoHo Toluca Lake area adjacent. 1,400 square feet. There's only 4 units in this building.
Oh, wow.
It's listed at $700,000, and the homeowners' dues are very affordable. They're $350 a month, and it's in moving condition. If it's easy to show, if you want to take a look at it or have a client, just give me a shout out and we'll set it up for you. Thank you.
Thank you, David. All right, next we have Tiffany. Is Tiffany on there? Or Rachel? Tiffany, Rachel? No. Sawtell. It's 2 bedrooms, 2 baths, 960 square feet for $625,000. And it's it's showing the outside here, but I believe the interior is done. Tonya Nider has what I would assume is, it looks like a little bit of a fixer on 103rd, 3 bedroom, 2 bath, 1,216 square feet for $750,000. Pete Bonacore on Bronson Hill in the Oaks. It's a 4 bedroom, 4 baths, 3,017 square feet for $2,395,000. The Oaks, if anybody doesn't know, is a beautiful little enclave off of Beechwood Canyon, right? Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah. Behind a gate. Just even. Laura Anderson has a coming soon on Mansfield, 1089 South Mansfield, 4 bedroom, 3 bath, 2,768 square feet. For just under 1,699.
Hey,
Coming
Joe.
soon.
Alex, do you think that's a duplex or?
It is a duplex. I actually sold it to her client maybe only a year and a half or so ago.
Oh,
maybe
okay.
2 years ago. It's a duplex. Let me tell you about it. It's a duplex. The owner is living in one unit that was renovated. At the time I sold it to her, there is a tenant downstairs, and it might be very difficult, obviously COVID and everything else, to get that tenant out. She also has a special needs child as well, but there is in the back parking for about 5 or 6 cars and a semi, at least when I sold it, it was semi converted, like 3 or 4 car garage. And the buyer that she brought to it was planning on making that into an ADU. I don't know if he's done it or not. There was no water out there, but there was electricity and, you know, finished walls and all that stuff. It was a nice little space, the back space. And his unit that he bought was well done. So, and it was the upper unit, so that's probably going to be delivered vacant, is my guess.
How big are the units, Tim? I forgot.
I think it's like that one.
They're over 1,000 square feet.
Yeah, probably around, you know, 1,200 square feet. But upstairs had added another bathroom, so there were 2 bathrooms
Over the drive, yeah.
Right. So there were 2 bathrooms and 2 bedrooms. Downstairs actually had, I think, only the 1 bath and then maybe 3 bedrooms. I think they had combined a bedroom, or they combined something upstairs. Maybe it was like a little breakfast area into the bedroom kind of thing. But like I said, one unit is done. The bottom unit is going to need some work, has a tenant in there, but she was paying a pretty reasonable amount at the time and was very, very easy to work with.
She was a good tenant. Yeah.
She was a good tenant, you know, although the place, you know, was
needed work. Yeah.
Needed work. Yeah.
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 All right. Thank you, Tim.
Sure.
Laura, thanks you too. Jen Lana has a coming soon on La Cuesta Drive, 3 bedroom, 2 baths, 2,363 square feet. Starting price at $2,495,000. I think this is a pretty done unit too. So if you have a buyer out there, get on Jen before it goes live. Leases coming up. Laura has one right on Fairfax, 1812 South Fairfax. In the back, it's 2 bedroom, 2 bath, 1,100 square foot unit for $3,600. Also, Myron and Peter O have 2 bedroom, 1 bath, 926 square foot on Hudson for $9,500, excuse me. Paul and Ellen on Wilshire, 1234 Wilshire, right there on the edge of downtown, is 2 bedroom, 2 bath, 990 square feet for $3,000. Looks like it has a little view out there too. Pete on Summit Ridge in Beverly Hills has a 3 bedroom, 4 bath, 4,015 square foot, beautiful, 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 beautiful house for $30,000 a month. On 9th Street, 2 bedroom, 2 bath, 1,000 square feet to 1,020 square feet for $4,500 downtown. And we're at pocket listings. And coming soon. What do you guys have to share? You have any pocket listings coming soon that you would like to share with the group?
I have one.
Go ahead, David.
Okay. Hi, it's David Hitt. I have a unique property coming in a week or two at Monterey Park. It's 3 bedroom, 3.5 bath. I believe it's about 2,700 feet. It's on a 22,000 square foot lot.
Wow.
It's on a knoll, and it's got a 160 mountain view, and it's a fixer. It needs work. It's going to be $1.2 million, $1.3 million. It's in a great neighborhood. They're just working on cleaning it up right now for coming out the middle of September.
Excellent. Sounds like a great opportunity for someone, right?
Yeah.
Wait, what neighborhood is it in?
What neighborhood?
David, what neighborhood is it in?
It's in Monterey Park.
Monterey Park.
1875 Whitehurst is the address. WHITEARST. 1875 Whitehurst. I do have a contract on it. I live in a contract, so it's just not going in the MLS until the 15th or so.
Excellent.
Okay.
Excellent, David. Thank you. Also, Dave Park sent me one here. He has a pocket for sale at 5200 Fountain Avenue. It's an R3 zoning. It's a corner lot property. Right now it's over $10,000 a month in rental income. The asking price is going to be 2.8. So it has a commercial. It's a commercial. It's not a, well, it's an R3 zone, but it is being used as a retail property right now. I think there's 2 units on it, right? From my understanding, there might be living upstairs.
You're right, Joey.
Is that correct from what I
Yeah.
remember? Right,
Yeah,
you
thank
rented
you.
it out before.
Yes.
Great. So, but redevelopment, it's a, do you know how big the lot is, Day?
Pardon me?
How large is the lot?
Not near 5,000, but 4,000 something.
It's a smaller lot, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, great. Thanks,
Thank
Nick. Who else has anything to share? Michelle, were you raising your hand or was that my imagination? No? Anyone else have a pocket listing or coming soon that they'd like to share? All right, then we'll move on to wants and needs. Welcome, Heather Moran. Heather's here today?
No, that was from the last one.
Okay.
Disregard, guys.
We'll throw it out there to her. Wants and needs. Fill the bucket. Wants and needs, fill the buckets.
I just wanted to remind everybody that I have the 29,000 price in a lot in Glendale. If somebody wants to park their money somewhere, 3777 square feet. It's in the hills facing the south. And who knows what the future will bring for that particular area.
Absolutely. Thanks, Glenn. Alex Dion, I saw you raise your hand in there.
Yeah, I just wanted to fill buckets. Of course, Raha. One thing, I don't know if there's some new agents out there, but I just want to say, like, I did not close a single deal for the first 6 months of this year. I just closed my first one last week. I'm closing one tomorrow. I just opened an escrow. I have a lot of buyers meetings. I don't know what's up right now, but honestly, all just through your own people, your own sphere, make your phone calls, talk to your people. You don't have to buy leads, I don't think. I think if you talk to your people, but that's one thing. But I do want to fill the bucket for Raha. Thank her so much. I got really busy and she's been right there with me. And Andy, she's representing my buyer and helped me figure out some buyer expenses in the deal when we were negotiating. And then Ven was fantastic. The seller was trying to negotiate us splitting the county and city fees. And Ven was able to nail it down for me and tell me, like, okay, here's what that means. Here's how much your buyer would be on the hook for if you agree to this. And I was able to really throw the numbers at my client, and we were able to make a really reasonable decision based on that. And so I just really want to thank everybody. I mean, these folks are part of your team, people. You should use them.
Dream team. Thank you, Alex.
Thank you, Alex. Thank
You guys, for
Thanks,
real.
Alex.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. David Hitt, you had your hand raised. No? You did. Tracy has her hand.
Yeah, I don't know if Ben is on. It didn't seem like he was, but I was in and out. But I just wanted to shout out his social farming class yesterday. It was the third class. It was my first time going, and Lorna went too, and I got a lot of good information out of it. It was really great. It's nice to have, our people providing us with this type of information and opportunity to grow our business. And they're going to do a social farming class 4, which will be more like a workshop, which is supposed to be kind of fun and, really get you going with your social farming. So I would suggest everybody go. But thanks, Ben, if you're here for that.
Are those on
I
the
am, thank you.
YouTube page, Joey?
What was the question?
Are his things on the YouTube page? Because I
Yes.
clicked attend.
They
Should be
are on the
recorded,
YouTube
yeah.
page. We're uploading the last one, but the first 2 are there.
Great. Thanks, Ben. Thanks, Tracy. Anybody else wants, needs, fill the bucket? All right. Well, that was a lot of great information. Thank you guys, everyone who contributed and the such. Great day in real estate, a great week in real estate. Let's keep up the good work. Don't forget about, some of you are amazing at connecting us with your social media and sending over either tours or your new listing videos. Send them over to Atati at frontdesk@kwlarchmont.com. And we will get those promoted and put on our page, and you'll get some cross collateral kind of bump from it, right? Marketing from it, cross collateralization. I would encourage you all to do that. And it doesn't have to be your listing. It could be, your a house tour that you did on Tuesday or Sunday. It could be a little thing you did about real estate. We're looking to promote you guys and the office in general. That's how we do it. Right. So have a great week, and I'll see you guys next week in person.
In person.
Yep.
Thank you.
Look forward to it.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.